Hi, my name is Mary. Thank you for joining me today while we stretch and get a little stronger. This is a very special exercise segment, and it's all about exercising with arthritis. And we're going to really focus on how to get the body going first thing in the morning, because sometimes that's a really difficult time. Before you begin this or any other exercise program, you'll want to check with your doctor, and he'll tell you exercises you should or shouldn't do. That's number one, and it's particularly true if you have arthritis. Also, you'll want to wear loose, comfortable clothing. Of course, if you're getting up from sleeping, you've got a really nice nightshirt or loose, comfortable PJs on already. So that'll be great. Sounds like you're going to be set for that. Also, you'll want to have water that we drink before, during, and after our time together. And you'll want to work at your own pace. This is particularly true for people with arthritis. We move slowly and a small range of motion, and then we get bigger. But if you want to stay with that small range of motion, if that works best for you, then you go right ahead and do that. Also, you want to listen to your body. So if we're doing shoulder rolls and this shoulder's good, but this shoulder's a little tight, listen to your body and just do it at a much smaller range of motion. Also, you want to make sure that you have a good sound chair, something that's not going to be rocking back and forth, something that you feel really sturdy in. And also you'll want to check the area around you, because we're going to be doing a little rotation. You'll want to check there. Because we'll be working with our feet, you'll want to check around your feet to make sure you're not going to step on anything or slide on anything. And the most important thing is consistency. So when you're doing these exercises, you'll want to do them today, but then you'll want to do them again tomorrow or the day after that, because the consistency of keeping those joints and muscles and ligaments and tendons loose and relaxed so your movement's a little freer is really, really important. And, of course, if you smile, it always makes things go a bit better. Of course, you want to get good sleep. That's important too, and eat well. Okay, so if you're ready to start, we're going to need something like a pillow, or we're going to need a rolled up blanket, or anything that you can place your elbow on to work the rotation of the wrist. So that's one thing you're going to need. Other than that, we're okay. You want to make sure that you pace yourself. So you don't want to strain to do any movement that I'm doing. And if you have inflammation of the joints, then you don't want to exercise at all. Because remember, pain is your body telling you to stop. So if you don't exercise with me when you're inflamed, we can always do it another time, because you don't want to exacerbate that. Also, again, if I'm doing a movement and I start small, which I will do, and then get bigger, which I will do, if your body's telling you that's not okay, then that's not okay. So we always want to listen to our body. Okay? So, if you want, we'll begin right away. Make sure you have your water, and beginning right away. One of the best things that you can do is to make sure that you're breathing, because breathing is really, really important. We want to breathe in through the nose and breathe out through pursed lips. So, we can place our hand on our chest and breathe in and feel the chest rise. And feel the chest drop as we exhale. Then we can place the hands on the sides of the ribs and bring our fingertips touching. As we breathe in a big breath of really nice oxygen-rich air, we'll notice that our ribs expand. And as we exhale, we notice that our ribs release. Good. Then we'll place our hands on our belly. We'll notice when we breathe in, the air goes into the lungs, and that pushes down on the diaphragm, and that pushes your belly out. So when you exhale, your belly goes in. This is actually pretty cool. The air doesn't go in your stomach. It goes in the lungs and pushes on the diaphragm, which pushes your stomach out. So we're going to breathe in, and then we're going to breathe out. So one of the reasons breathing is really important is that we combine it with the moves. We combine it with the exercise moves. So that's a really good thing to know. Also, one of the things that really happens with hands is with when we have arthritis is it's really hard to do things first in the morning. It's hard to do your snaps or your buttons or turn the water on for your shower, because I know you know that one of the best things you can do first thing in the morning if you have arthritis is to take a nice warm shower. I love a nice warm shower. And if you're in the shower, you want to make sure you have your back to the shower and you drop your head a little bit so the shower goes onto your upper back, and then put your hands on your thighs or the wall and lean forward a little bit so that the shower goes and warms all those muscles on your back. That's a really good thing to know, but I know you probably already know that. Okay. So one of the best things to do is exercises for the fingers, and we're going to do that right now. So we're going to breathe in and breathe out. Breathing in and breathing out. Now, you can hold your hands up like this, or if that bothers you at all, you can take a pillow and simply place your elbows on the pillow. But one of the best things to do for the hands is to touch the pointer with the thumb, and then the middle finger, and then the ring finger, and then the pinky. And then you go in reverse. Pinky, ring finger, middle finger, pointer finger. Then we'll do it again. Pointer, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky. And then we'll go in reverse. Very, very nice. That's perfect. Excellent. You're doing a great job. Let's do it again. Thumb, pinky is the last to go. So you got your thumb and your pointer, and then your thumb and your middle finger, and then your thumb on the ring finger, and then the thumb on the pinky. So see if you can go a little faster. Sometimes it's pretty difficult. You're doing a great job, and if you just want to go slow, that's A-OK too, because we're paying attention to our bodies. And then shake your hands out. Wiggle the fingers like you're playing the piano, both the high notes and the low notes, all together. I bet it would sound great if we actually really were playing a piano. Okay, so the fingers are really, really important because they get really tight. And we'll show you some more exercises for your fingers later on. But what I'd like to talk about now is when you get up. So when you get up, so say you're sleeping, I'm going to lay down and pretend I'm sleeping. Okay, here I go. Night-night. So we're sleeping. And I don't know about you, but I sleep on my back. So if you sleep on your back, one of the best things to do in the morning, one of the very first exercises, is just to clasp your fingers and make a small circle. So I'm going from the shoulder to the chest to the shoulder and the belly. And then I'm going to make it a little bigger. But remember, you don't have to. So now I'm going to my shoulder, my forehead, outside my shoulder, and to my hips. I'm making the circle a little bigger. Remember, if you don't want to, or if it hurts, you don't have to do it. Then make a smaller circle and come back to center. Then we reverse the circle. What I like to do is pretend my hands are holding a big giant magic marker, and I'm making a circle on the ceiling, and then I make it bigger and bigger and bigger. You know, like one of those seashells that goes around and around and around. So you can keep your circle in whatever size works best for you. Then we'll relax the hands down on our belly. Another good thing to do when you're sleeping and just wake up is you're facing the ceiling, and then gently you rotate your head so the ear's on the pillow, the other ear faces the ceiling. Breathe in, face the ceiling, breathe out, and turn the other way. Breathe in, face the ceiling. So you can do that a couple of times to just stretch out the neck. So even when you're in the bed, you'll notice that you've done some exercises to just get you warmed up. That is so, so cool. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip my covers off because I am going to need to move my legs. So we've moved the arms around and around. We've gently rotated the head. So now all we're going to do is point the toes away and flex. Point the toes away and flex. So when you flex, you bring your toes towards your shins, and when you point the toes away, you push your toes away from your shins. We're going to be doing this one again when we get into a seated position. Another good thing to do to stretch out those arthritic joints, especially if you have arthritis in the hip or the knee, is to slowly slide one knee up to the ceiling, bringing the heel of one leg close to your buttocks, and then slowly slide it back down. Good work. Slowly slide a heel in towards your buttocks and slowly slide it back. Good job. Let's do it again. Slowly slide the leg in. Great job. Let's do it again with the other foot. Slowly slide it in and then stretch it out. Good job. Now, sometimes this next exercise might not be so comfortable, but if you're feeling pretty flexible and you want to stretch out a little bit more, you can bend both knees, and with your hands down by your sides, bring the knees a little to one side and a little to the other side. What this is going to do is start to lift this hip and lift the other hip. There you go. Great job. That is so good. You're doing great. And now you say to yourself, I think I'm ready to get up. So if you're ready to get up, one of the best things you can do is like a sideways jackknife. I'll show you how to do it. You simply roll over onto your side. I don't know, this bed is pretty comfortable. I might want to stay here a while. You're going to take your top arm and place it on the bed in front of the chest. You're slowly going to push up until you come up onto your elbow. And you're going to stay here for a little while and feel how it feels on the rest of your body. And then if that's comfortable, then you're going to take the bottom hand and push yourself up. Feel if this feels comfortable for you. Then you're going to take the bottom leg and swing it forward, and the top leg and swing it forward until you're sitting up nice and tall on your bed. And you feel great. So now at the edge of the bed, we can continue our exercises. It feels so good to be up, doesn't it? It sure does. So what we're going to do are body rotations. So we lean forward just a little bit and sideways just a little bit and back just a little bit. I'm holding onto the side of the bed to make sure that when I roll back, I don't do a tumble doodle and end up straight back. Then I go to the other side. So you'll notice that this is a very, very small circle. And I'm actually circling my shoulders over my hips, which are well grounded. I have a good foundation under my hips. Then I'm going to go the other way. So a little to one side, and you can feel all the body weight onto this particular hip. Then you go back, and you feel the weight on the back of your buttocks. And then as you go to the other side, you feel the weight right here on the buttocks. And then when you go forward, I don't know about you, but I feel my stomach against my thighs. Okay. Now, I'm feeling pretty comfortable with this, and I think I can do a little more. So if you think you can too, then make the circle a little bigger. A little more forward, a little more to the side. Remember, when we go to the side, we can place our hand there. Forward, if going forward makes us a little nervous, we can place our hands on our thighs. Going to the other side, and then when we go back, of course, we can hold right on to the side of the bed. Let's go in the other direction. We're going to roll just a little bit to one side. There you go. Rolling forward. Good. Rolling to the other side and back just a little. So if you don't want to hold onto the side of your bed, or if you have a beautiful mattress that has one of those top kind of pillow tops, it will be hard to get a good grip. So let me show you what you can do with your hands in order to prevent you from feeling nervous about going backwards. We'll go forward, our hands on our thighs. When we go to the side, we can lean a little. This is just to begin with, to get our body accustomed to this. Then we'll reach back with this hand, so we're rolling back. And then to the side with this hand, to the front with this hand, and to the front. Now we'll go from the other direction. Now we're going off to the side, and when I'm leaning over here, I'm going to take this hand and put it behind me. I'm going to take this hand and put it behind me. Now you'll notice that I am not arching my back, so I'm not going into a back bend. I'm really keeping my ribs low so that I can reach over here, reach to the front and center. And when you get really good at that, or you're a little bit more comfortable, then you can make your body circles bigger. But this is really warming up the hip area and a little bit of the spine, and now we'll go in the opposite direction. Always remember, pay attention to how you feel. That is excellent. Okay, now we're pretty warmed up, aren't we? What we're going to do is prepare our feet, kind of wake our feet up. So this is what they call stomping, but it is really not stomping at all. It's very, very light tapping of the feet. And you tap with the whole flat foot. And it's pretty quick and pretty light. You're not really stomping, but it's waking up the feet and knowing the feet that they're going to be stepped on pretty doggone soon. So wake up, little feet, wake up. Okay, we're going to relax our feet. And actually, I felt a little more energy when I did that. Did you? Yeah, it's a great way to wake up. It's called foot stomping, but we're not really stomping at all. Then we're going to take the ankles and point and flex. Remember when we did it when we were lying down flat. So you extend your foot out and the toe is up. And then you push your toe down just like you're pushing the gas pedal on your car. And then, of course, you're coming to a stop sign, so you pick your foot up off of the gas pedal. So pointing is to push the toe away from you, and flexing is to pull the toe towards you. Pointing the toe away from you and pulling the toe towards you. That's a great job. Let's do it one more time. Point the toe away from you and towards the floor, and then pull the toe up to the ceiling. Let's relax that foot. You did a great job. Okay, here we go, other foot. Now remember, if you have arthritis in this foot particularly, then you're not going to go so far down and you're not going to go so far up. So pay attention. The direction is down towards the floor with the ball of the foot and the toes, and then with the heel on the floor, you draw your toes towards your shins. And you push the toe and ball of the foot down to the floor. Then with the heel down, you pull the toes up. We'll try that one more time. And this is great because as you point your toes, you're going to feel a nice stretch on the front of the side of the shin. And then as you pull your toes up, you're going to feel a nice lengthening on the back of the leg. And then relax it back. Good job. Let's go again. We're going to switch the foot, but this time, rather than going forward and back, we're going to roll the toe in a little bit and out a little bit. So the heel is placed down, and we're at the edge of the bed, so our buttocks are towards the front of the bed. We are not going to fall out of the bed because we're still very secure and we have this good foot as a solid base. Good work. Now if you can go in a little more and out a little more, kind of like a windshield wiper, go right ahead. Let's go to the other foot now. We place this foot down, extend the heel down, the heel is planted, we roll the toe in a little bit and out a little bit. In a little bit and out a little bit. Now I'm feeling a little stronger, so I'm going to roll the toe in a little more, and then the toe out a little more. You're doing great. I'm glad to see you're stopping if it hurts a little bit. You're doing good. Okay, excellent. And now we're going to relax the feet. Whew! Okay, we have our feet pretty well ready to go. Now we're actually going to lift the foot and step it down. So with our hands on our thighs, we're going to lift the foot a little bit and allow it to stomp down. This is a lift and a stomp. Good, good. Now you don't have to stomp down too hard. As a matter of fact, you want to keep it pretty light. There you go. So you're lifting and lifting. There you go. Nice work. That's good. Great. So now you're just going to take your hands on your thigh and you're going to lean forward a little bit, but you keep your chest high. Lean forward just a little bit and look over to one side. You'll feel a nice stretch right here on your neck. You don't want to look too far. Come back to center, please, and just look over to the other side and just feel a nice stretch. There you go. And then slowly come back to center. Good work. Now we're going to lean back a little bit. Remember, your hands can be placed one of two places. They can actually be placed anywhere where you feel secure, either on the edge of the bed or behind you slightly. Some people like their hands with the fingers forward. Some people like their hands out. Some people like their hands back. So whatever's the most comfortable for you. We're going to lean back a little bit and turn and look over to one side. We feel a stretch on the front side of the neck. Slowly we come back to center. Breathing in, breathing out, and turning to the other side. Good work. Slowly come back to center. Let's push ourselves up into a very nice, comfortable position. Now, what's interesting is this is a very, very great way to put yourself so that you can feel how your muscles are relaxing to your exercise, how they're relating to your exercise. You place your hand on your chest, and you actually kind of make a rotation, a little soft, gentle rotation, and then you go the other way. And then you place your hand on your chest, and you take the shoulder that has the free hand, and you pull the shoulder up, and you let it relax down. As you pull the shoulder up, you're going to feel the muscles in your chest pull up. And as you let it relax down, you're going to feel the muscles from the shoulder to the chest relax down. We pull the shoulder up and pull the shoulder down. So with breathing, we inhale and we exhale. Ah. Let's do it one more time, please. Inhale and exhale. Ah. Now we're going to pull the shoulder back, and we're going to bring the shoulder center and then forward. So you can feel how your muscles are reacting. As you pull your shoulder back, you feel the chest muscles open up. Coming back to center, you're neutral, and you're going to feel these muscles contract as you bring your shoulder forward. Shoulder back a little bit. Center and forward, center and back, and center and forward. Bring it back to center, please. Good job. Now we're going to pull the shoulder forward, up, back, and down. And you can feel with your hand on your upper chest how it feels. Let's do the opposite. Pull the elbow back and shoulder up and down. There you go. That's great. And let's try the other side. Wow, I really felt that. Well, sometimes our one side's a little easier than the other, a little more flexible than the other. Don't worry, you're completely normal. We place the hand on the chest. Good. Now it's a nice, easy move. We're going to pull the shoulder up, and you can feel that, and relax the shoulder down. So we're going to come back to neutral and just make a little circle on the chest. So we're feeling those upper chest muscles. Then we're going back, and we can feel those upper chest muscles. So now when we pull the shoulder up, we can really feel those muscles pull up. And we relax the shoulder and push it down. We feel the muscles in the chest pull down. Good work. Breathe in. Breathe out. Ah. Breathe in. Breathe out. Ah, that was good. Now we're going to roll the shoulder back a little bit, bring it center, and roll it forward. And your hand can be relaxing on your thigh. Pull the shoulder back, feel the chest open up underneath the fingers on your upper chest. Come back to center and bring the chest shoulder forward, feeling a contraction of those muscles. Let's try it again. Back and forward. Back and forward. You're doing great. Okay, let's get a shoulder circle. Up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. What a good job. Up. And now let's go in reverse. Back, up, and forward. Back, up, and forward. And now you're done. Wow, that was pretty good. You did a great job. Now, if we're getting ready to brush our hair, here's what we'll want to do. Brushing your hair really takes a lot of time. So you can take a pillow or a blanket and place it on your lap. Put your elbow here and just let your wrist and fingers roll around in one direction. Then you roll around in the other direction. There you go. Very nice. Then you're going to do a shoulder rotation. We just did it. Shoulder up, back, and down. Shoulder up, back, and down. Because we usually brush our hair like this. So our shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Good job. Very, very nice. That's great. Good job. Okay, so now we lift the elbow up, pull it back and down. Lift the elbow up, back, and down. So then we're prepared to brush our hair. There you go. Because sometimes that's hard. And of course, we always want to do the opposite hand, even if it isn't our hair brushing hand, because trust me, we do not want muscle imbalance. So we circle the hand and wrist around the elbow, which is gently resting on a pillow or a rolled up blanket. There you go. Good job. Then you're going to pull your shoulder up, back, and down, because that's usually what the shoulder does when we're brushing or combing our hair. There you go. Then you're going to bring the elbow up, bring it back and down. Elbow up, back and down. Good job. So you can see how little by little we're working these muscles, and now we can comb our hair. Good job. Okay, now putting on our pants, sometimes that's pretty hard. So we're going to do a thigh shake. We have our hands on either side of our thigh, and we kind of shake that thigh. There you go. Let's go to the other one. We're really waking up our thighs because we're going to need them when we put our pants on. There you go. And now you're going to hold on to the chair or the edge of the bed and just lift one foot up and then the other. Good job. There you go. There you go. Now, you're going to reach forward a little bit and come back, but your body weight is supported right on your hands, on your thighs. And this is going to help a lot, because when we get our pants, we have to lean back a little bit, pull the knee up, and put our leg in our pants. So that's why we're going to need forward a little bit, pull the leg up to put our pants on. Because remember, we already did the forward and back, so we're really good at this, and it feels just terrific. And you did a great job, so you're ready to go up and at 'em. If you think you have buttons or anything, always make sure that your hands are nice and flexible. Good. You can make a little fist and a tighter fist, and then open pretty wide. A little fist, a tighter fist, open pretty wide. This is called a cat claw, and a fist, and open. But you're nice and gentle. Nice and gentle. Good. And then you're going to take your hand and just rotate the thumb, and rotate the finger, and rotate each finger, making a nice little circle. There you go. And then rotate, and rotate, and rotate, and rotate, and rotate. Open the hands as wide as you can get them comfortable, and make a cat claw into a fist. A cat claw into a fist. We're going to bring the hands over. One hand crosses the body, the other hand is on the side of the bed. And then gently we're going to come back to center. Good. And do a little rotation. This is very, very good for the spine and your internal organs. So this rotation is really good, but only go to the level it's comfortable for you. Breathe in, breathe out, ah. Breathe in, breathe out, ah. If you're saying to yourself, I feel terrific and I can't wait to do this, bring your hands up a little higher. Exhale, hand rotates over. Good job. Inhale up. And hands rotate over. Now you can hold it here and turn and look away from the hands, so you're stretching out the neck. Slowly come back to center, please. Inhale up. Exhale, one hand crosses the body. The other hand touches the bed. And you can look away from the hands, away from the hands. Slowly come back to center, please. We'll do one more. Good job. Turn and look away. There you go. Come back to center, please. Breathing in. Breathing out, ah. Then we come back to center. Good work. So we're going right back to our big rotations. And now you'll notice that when we do them the second time, that you feel much more flexible. And you feel looser, and it feels terrific. Let's go the other way. You can go slowly if you want. You can make your circle small if you want. But the fact is we're moving. And when we move, our muscles and joints feel looser and the movements become easier. Slowly come back to center. One thing that's really important is when people have arthritis, the last thing in the world they want to do is move. But the best thing for them to do is move. But remember, you don't want to exercise if your joints are inflamed or if you're in pain. You just never want to do that, because we need to honor and have reverence for our body. If it's in pain, we have to respect that. But also, when we're having a good day or a good few minutes, it's a great time to exercise, to strengthen and keep flexible those joints and muscles. You did so well. We have our shoes and socks on, and of course, if we want to put a sweater on, we breaststroke so we can get that sweater on, and we're dressed and ready to go. So have a great day. We'll see you soon.